Have you ever found yourself holding back from saying or doing something because you were afraid of what others might think? Maybe you wanted to speak up in a meeting, wear something different, or share your creative work with the world. You're not alone. So many of us fall into the trap of letting the fear of judgment dictate our lives, our choices, and even our dreams. But what if I told you, caring too much about what others think is like giving them control over your life? Imagine how many opportunities we've missed, how many experiences we've turned away from, all because we placed more importance on other people's opinions than our own desires. Today, we're going to break free from that. We'll uncover why we care so much, how it's holding us back, and, most importantly, what we can do to finally reclaim our power. So ask yourself, what would your life look like if you stopped letting the fear of judgment control your actions? Let's find out. Caring too much about what others think can feel like being stuck in a never-ending loop of self-doubt. It's that sinking feeling when you compare yourself to others, wondering if you're good enough, smart enough, or talented enough. When we constantly seek validation from the outside world, we're not just putting our happiness in someone else's hands. We're also undermining our own potential. Our self-esteem becomes fragile, easily shattered by a critical comment or a disapproving look. Imagine you had a great idea for a business, but you never acted on it because you were afraid your friends would think it was unrealistic. Or maybe you wanted to pursue a passion like art or music, but held back because you feared your family wouldn't approve. How many doors remain closed? Not because you couldn't open them, but because you never tried. The cost is more than just missed opportunities. It's a life spent conforming to others' expectations instead of embracing your own desires. Over time, that builds a kind of quiet regret, a voice inside you that wonders, what if? But here's the good news. Breaking free from this cycle can transform everything. When you stop giving others the power to dictate your worth, you start to see the world differently. You unlock possibilities that you didn't even realize were within your reach. So how do we shift from living in fear of others' opinions to living authentically for ourselves? Let's explore why we care so much in the first place and how we can take back control. Why do we care so much about what others think? It's not just a modern problem, it's actually rooted deep within our history as human beings. For thousands of years, humans relied on social approval for survival. Being accepted by the tribe meant safety, resources, and protection. But times have changed. We're no longer living in caves or hunting for our next meal, yet the same social instincts that once kept us alive still affect us today. Now, instead of worrying about being excluded from the tribe, we fear social rejection, judgment, or disapproval. This isn't just about survival anymore, it's also about social conditioning. From a young age, we're taught to fit in, follow certain norms, and seek approval from parents, teachers, and even peers. It becomes a habit, an automatic response to measure our worth based on others' opinions. But here's the thing. While it's normal to care to some extent about others' opinions, it doesn't have to control your life. In fact, when we become too focused on external validation, we lose touch with our inner voice, our true desires, values, and beliefs. Overcoming this isn't about shutting down and not caring at all. It's about learning to prioritize your own values over external judgments. It's about discerning which feedback truly matters and which is simply noise. So how do we do that? How do we start to let go of the fear of judgment and reclaim our sense of self? In the next section, we'll explore practical steps to shift the focus inward and begin living life on your own terms. Breaking free from the need for others' approval starts with a shift in focus, from the outside world to the inner world. It's about redefining what truly matters and recognizing that your worth is not determined by someone else's opinion. Start by cultivating mindfulness. When you notice yourself falling into the validation trap, take a moment to pause. Ask yourself, am I doing this because I truly want to, or because I'm worried about what others might think? Mindfulness helps you become aware of these moments, giving you the power to choose a different response. The next step is to set your own standards. Rather than chasing after what others expect of you, align your actions with your own values. Define what success means to you and let that be your compass. When your actions come from a place of authenticity, you'll find that your confidence starts to grow naturally. Affirmations can be a powerful tool for building inner confidence. When you consciously replace negative self-talk with empowering statements, you start to change the way you see yourself. Over time, this simple practice rewires your mindset, making it easier to tune out the noise of others' judgments. All of these practices come down to one core message. Your worth isn't defined by others, but by the relationship you have with yourself. When you invest in that relationship, you'll find that other people's opinions lose their power over you. But it's not enough to just know this. It's about putting these strategies into action every day. So how do you keep this mindset going even when challenges arise? Let's explore that next. We've journeyed together through the reasons we often care too much about what others think, and the practical steps we can take to shift our focus inward. So what's the answer to the question we posed at the beginning? What if you could reclaim your power and live authentically, without the fear of judgment? The steps we've discussed, mindfulness, setting personal standards, and positive self-talk, are not just strategies. They're tools to help you reclaim your power. When you choose to focus on your own values and beliefs, you open the door to a more authentic life, where you're free to pursue your passions without the weight of others' opinions holding you back. Before we end, I want to leave you with this thought. What would you do if you stopped caring about what others think and started living for yourself? Take a moment to reflect on this question, and remember that every small step you take towards self-empowerment brings you closer to the life you truly desire. Thank you for joining me on this journey. Remember, your worth is defined by the relationship you have with yourself. I'd love to hear from you. Share your experiences or thoughts about letting go of others' opinions in the comments below. What steps are you taking to live authentically? Your insights could inspire someone else on their journey. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more empowering content on self-discovery and overcoming challenges. Together, we can build a community that lifts each other up. Thank you for being amazing. Until next time, stay empowered.